Since its establishment in 2004, the Foundation's mission has been to provide educational tutoring programs and mentoring services to children in our local communities residing in state home facilities or foster care programs that have been abused, abandoned, or neglected.
Nationwide, 14 million children were in poverty before the Great Recession. Now the U.S. Census tells us it's 16 million, up 2 million in 2 years. That is the fastest fall for the middle class since the government started counting 51 years ago.
The economic downfall has had a huge impact on not only our foster care, system, but the poverty level in general.
There's a role for the private sector, there's a role for individual business people and child advocates to help meet those needs.
So definitely the role of education is utmost and paramount for students that are in that ESC level to move upward and have an opportunity at better situation in their lives later.
I don't think people understand the significance of foster care. I mean, I visited a foster care home recently, and the average number of placements any child had been in was 10. And so we have to educate the public as to who are foster children.
Everybody's responsibility. I think it can't be placed on just one person because they may not have all the resources to be.
Much harder. They're more at risk of not doing well. They're focusing on how can I help mom and dad. We have so many students that want to quit school and go to work.
We found a lot of families are making a choice between food and electricity.
I'm a big believer in what we call wraparound services for foster children, not just housing, not just room and board, but also education, counseling services, tending to their very divergent needs and their circumstances.
The mentoring programs are really, really successful because kids can relate. They can say, I don't have somebody telling me that I can succeed, but they don't look like me, they don't talk like me, they don't come from where I come from. When they see somebody that is pretty much them when they were younger, and they see them be successful, then that is probably the most powerful thing to see.
This is Corey's story. Just moments after her birth, Corey's mother was deported back to Jamaica, this time with her second daughter alongside. Corey and her siblings resided in their native country of Jamaica for about 10 years. All 9 children were mentally, physically, and emotionally abused by their parents. They had little stability in their lives, their mother an alcoholic, their father coming and going as he pleased. Corey took full responsibility for her younger siblings with the hopes that she may be able to provide them with the kind of instruction and guidance that they needed as young children. In 2000, Corey returned to her birth state of Florida. This time, her younger siblings joined as well. Her mother had gotten illegal documentation once again to sneak back into the United States, but this time she would use her children as drug mules, grabbing their waists and chests and drugs to keep hidden under their clothing throughout the duration of their travels. The children were told by their mother that once they arrived in the U.S., she would meet them outside the airport with a surprise. The young children never made it to the other side of customs before they were taken into custody and stripped of the drugs they wore for nearly 1,000 miles. Corey's mother was sent to serve a sentence in Florida's Lowell Correctional Facility in Ocala. The children were split up by sex and lived in and out of foster care homes and state-funded facilities across Florida until they reached the age of 18.
Lights will